Hello Pokeposse, I'm PokéTube Tyler and welcome back to the PokéTube Studio, the channel that gives away a graded Pokemon card every single month. Now, today I want to talk about Sword and Shield and what you all should start collecting if you want to make profit or just, hold something on for a while and maybe in the future get an early retirement plan. So now that we're in the Scarlet and Violet, I thought this was a perfect time to go over all this with you and share you all my personal opinion. Again, this is just my personal opinion on what you all should start collecting with the Sword and Shield before we get too far into it and it starts picking up a lot of money and start kind of costs you all a good chunk of change to get into it. So like Sun and Moon right now, Sun and Moon a lot of the stuff is starting to move into expensive stuff like Hidden Fates, Cosmic Eclipse. All those are going to start costing a pretty darn good penny. And I say, let's start collecting the Sword and Shield stuff before it gets to that point. And this is my personal opinion on what's gonna benefit you all the most. So I'm gonna give you all my top 5 sets to start collecting from Sword and Shield. But before we really get into it, I do want to just say, please, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like. Let's get 30 likes on this video. If you do 35, that would be even better. I'd be super happy. I wouldn't cry about it. And then please consider becoming a member and enjoying some amazing perks, including helping pick up the giveaway graded card every single month. But let's get into this right meow. All right, so before I really reveal my top 5, I do just want to give you my top, bottom 5, or the 5 packs or 5 sets anyways to avoid. Don't buy these packs, don't buy these sets. They're not going to benefit you in the long run as much. So I want to start off with base set. Not much there. Rebel Clash, or Rebel Trash as a lot of people call it, nothing there. Chilling Pain, oh man, Chilling Pain, avoid Chilling Pain at all costs. Battle Styles, unfortunately Battle Styles is one of my favorite, but it's the new Steam Siege everyone's calling it, so don't avoid Battle Styles. And the last one I'll say is Pokemon Go. Pokemon Go had such a hype and then it just plummeted. So again, base set, Rebel Trash, Chilling Pain, Battle Styles, and Pokemon Go. If you avoid those, you should be okay. You should get a return on your money. Those ones will not, guarantee a return. Like base set Sun and Moon, not a popular set. You are still be able to get ETBs just at the very end of 2022 for $40 or less. So again, that's just kind of proof showing that those sets will not help you out in the long run. All right, but I do want to get in my top 5. I'm going to start from the bottom at number 5, and then we'll go to number 1, the one I think is going to hold the most value. But at number 5, we're looking at Shining Fates, and this one particularly is just because the Shiny Charizard. All right, Hidden Fates was such a big set, and Shining Fates did not get as big as Hidden Fates did, but everyone's going to be chasing that Shiny Charizard. I believe since PokéRev I think he hasn't pulled it yet still, the Shiny Charizard. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. And he might have pulled it by the time this video comes out, who knows. But Shining Fates is going to hold its value just because that one card right there. There's nothing else in there that's really too big. But with Hidden Fates being its predecessor, we'll see. I just think because of that, Shining Fates is going to hold a lot of value. Still, you can get Shining Fates, I think ETBs for $60, but as we go on, Sword and Shield is not going to be printed anymore. We're going into Scarlet and Violet. Shining Fates is just going to go up. You're not going to lose money on Shining Fates if you can buy it now for cheap, and then in the future, you're looking at a good profit. All right, next one in here, and this one I've been up and down with because I'm not a big fan of it, and it kind of had a drop, and now I feel like it's going to steadily go up, is Pokemon Celebrations. So Celebrations, I think, is a good one to grab right now because the ETPs, particularly because they come with regular packs as well. So the ETPs, I think it comes with 10 Celebrations packs, and then they come with 4 or 5 regular packs in there. So there is some glimpse of hope in there that these are going to still be going up. We're looking at Generations packs, which was the 20th anniversary year of Pokemon. This is the 25th anniversary year. Generations is skyrocketing. That's absolutely a lot of content creators and a lot of collectors' favorite packs right now is Generations, because you can still get them a little bit cheaper than a regular vintage pack, but they are consistently going up in the market value. I think Celebrations, as we go on, it's going to be in the same boat as Generations. So I think as of right now, Celebrations is a good one to try to buy low, and then in the future sell high. I mean, everyone's going to be chasing that Celebrations Charizard base set, Charizard replica. So I think in the end, there's a lot of cards in there that are going to be holding a lot of value. Just, you know, all the nostalgia kids now are going to be wanting to go for that in the future when they can't buy a base set pack, because either they're you know, extinct, or by the time you know in the future they're extinct, or they just can't fathom spending that kind of money. They can go for Celebrations and pull the next best thing, you know. All right, because you probably won't be able to buy base set too. All right, number 3, we're looking at Brilliant Stars. Brilliant Stars, still a very popular set on TCGC. You can still get them packs, I believe, under $4. Reason Brilliant Stars is here is because, one, it was a super popular set, and 2, they have some amazing pulls. The Hyper Rare Charizard, the Alternate Art Charizard where it's fighting the Venusaur. You got Alternate Art Arceus, Hyper Rare Arceus. There's a lot of cards in here in this set that are going to be huge, and people are going to be chasing them like crazy probably from now on. I'm still chasing the Hyper Rare Charizard and the Alternate Art Charizard. I still can't pull it, you know. Charizard type from this channel. It's this is a set to start collecting. Buy it cheap now, and then hold on to it, and it's going to be an incredible investment. It's my personal favorite set from Sword and Shield. It's probably not. It's not, you know, in my opinion, it's not the best set for value wise, and I think you all agree with me when you see number 2 and 1. But I think number 3, Brilliant Stars, is sitting very comfortable, and I think it's a set that will never lose its value. Everyone will still be chasing it for those chase cards that I already mentioned before, and because of that, it's not going to go down in value. All right, sitting at number 2, and you guys might argue with me on this one. We got Crown Zenith. And now it's hard to put Crown Zenith at number 4 or number 2 because it's still a really new set, and it's hard to tell how well it's going to do. But the pull rates on it and the amount of chase cards in this set is just absolutely crazy. The alternate gold cards like the Palkia and Dialga, there is so many crazy cards to pull in Crown Zenith, and everyone is still chasing so many cards in Crown Zenith, and the pull rates are just incredible. Like I mean, if you guys have been opening Scarlet and Violet, man, what a horrible pull rates. Majority of people are having horrible time on getting pull rates, which unfortunately, and there's not really any huge card pull rates, so that unfortunately the base set Scarlet and Violet will not be in the top 5 probably by the end of the year when we're doing this again. But Crown Zenith, you can pick it up for cheap. I mean, packs are still selling for over $4. I think they're like $5.50 still, $6 if you can find them. You know, most of the time you have to buy them on the aftermarket. So now is the time to start gambling on Crown Zenith, and I think it's just one that's going to be taken off, and that's why I strongly put it at number 2. All right, number 1, and I think most of you are going to be able to agree with me. Number 1 set to still try to collect right now, and it's going to be the most profitable in the future. We have Evolving Skies. So, Evolving Skies, particularly all the alternate arts from the set, all the alternate art, like the alternate art Leafeon, the 2 alternate art Umbreons, the alternate art Espeons, alternate art Rayquazas. Those are all going still for absolutely crazy freaking money, and everyone still is going to be chasing the Moonbreon. They're not printing Evolving Skies anymore. I mean, I think they have a reprint out right now. You know, that's a rumor that's going around that they have a reprint right now of Evolving Skies, but I highly doubt they'll have another one. Like this will be the last reprint if they have it. So buy the reprints if you can right now. Hold on to them, because everyone is still going to be chasing that Moonbreon. The Moonbreon is probably the biggest card to come out in the last probably like 5-6 years at least. Like the value on it, the Moonbreon is still selling for $500, $550, even like upwards probably of $600. So the fact that we have this card, and this card is probably going to hold its value pretty darn well. I don't see it dropping. I honestly don't. You know, it could have been dropping since or mid 2022 when Evolving Skies came out, it held its value steadily throughout to this day, about a year, almost a year later probably. So Evolving Skies easily number one. The alternate art Umbreon V, where it's looking over all the Pokemon, is still holding its value about $100. The Rayquazas are still holding their value about $150. Espeon's about $100. Leafeon is like $150. So this set is just absolutely crazy. Evolving Skies, pick it up if you can. Hold on to it. Keep it sealed if you're looking for value. Or, I mean, take a risk of looking for the Moonbreon, but your odds of pulling the Moonbreon are incredibly hard, and I have still not pulled the Moonbreon for myself. So, Evolving Skies, gotta be number one. Go pick it up. Alright, so if you kind of like these review and these helpful tip videos that I like to do, I've done these before, and I honestly really like them. I like giving my personal opinion and maybe helping you all out on what to do and what to look for. I know there was a lot of sets that people were maybe thinking about maybe being in the bottom or the top. For instance, Vivid Voltage. Some people really like Vivid Voltage, but there's really only one card in there, which is the Chunkachu, the hyper rare Chunkachu, that's worth any kind of money, and your pull rates are so horrible on it. Vivid Voltage is actually really cheap to get right now too, so avoid Vivid Voltage. Fusion Strike, a lot of people maybe wonder why I didn't put Fusion Strike in the bottom, and a lot of people might like it a lot, but Fusion Strike is still incredibly cheap. But they have the alternate art Gengar, the alternate art Muse, and the alternate art Celebi, which are all going for good money, particularly the Gengar. So there's a lot of good pulls you can still get from it, so that's what keeps it out of the bottom. But it's just not a strong enough set to put it in the top 5, obviously. There's other sets that are better than it. Darkness Ablaze is another one that people could arguably put it in the bottom 5. But in my opinion, with that Charizard VMAX in there, it still keeps it right above the bottom 5. I still put people, you could swap Chilling Pain and Darkness Ablaze, but my personal opinion, Chilling Pain has been horrible, and I believe Chilling Pain is still cheaper than Darkness Ablaze right now. Alright, but please consider hitting that subscribe button. Give this video a like I said, let's try to get 30 likes at least. And then of course, as always, Thunder Punch that notification bell. Thank you, love you.